Alisa. Welcome to today's video. It is gonna be my everyday makeup routine. This was requested by just one viewer, but that actually made my entire week getting a request. So I'm making this whole video just for them. I like to do a low weight style makeup routine, and so this is actually the final product, but if you guys stay tuned, I'll show you guys how I do it. All right, so we're starting off with the base. So I usually just rinse my face before I do my makeup. I don't like to do like a full face wash. I have very sensitive skin, so I tend to only wash my face once a day. So for our base, I'm gonna be using just my regular face creams. This is just the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Moisturizer, and this is definitely one of my favorites. Very hydrating. Okay. And the same Neutrogena Hydro Boost eye cream. Honestly, just any eye cream is fine. I just like to make sure my skin is very moisturized before I do my makeup so that it doesn't get like very dry and cakey. Just want to show you guys my skin and like what we're working with, and just a little rundown of my skin. I have combination skin, very oily T-zone, and semi-dry cheeks. Most of my acne is on my cheeks, unfortunately. And I just have like a lot of acne scarring from when my acne was really, really bad several years ago. Like, look at this pimple. Oh my God, big. I literally can't get rid of this guy. Anyways, I should probably stop touching him, but yes. The first thing we're gonna be starting with is gonna be primer. So this is the one that I'm using. It is the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I have never used this. I had just recently run out of my previous primer. So previous primer was the MAC primer. I really liked it. It was really good. Honestly, it was kind of expensive, so I wanted to try this one that I had been seeing on TikTok quite a bit because I think a lot of people have been loving it. So we'll see if I am also one of those people. I'm just gonna put a little bit, and I feel like this is kind of a thicker formula than the MAC one. So if you like the lighter, weightless feeling of the MAC one, maybe don't switch to this one, but I kind of like that it's a bit more heavy duty feeling. So I just put it all over my face, especially my nose. That's where I have like the most pores. Okay, just subtle things. It doesn't smell like anything. It is like a light kind of peachy color, but doesn't actually add any color, I wouldn't say, to my skin. I always start with a primer because it creates that nice even base for your makeup to sit on top of. Primer has made an ultimate difference for me because I do have really big pores. It just makes my skin look a lot smoother. Okay, let me go wet my beauty blender. So for everyday makeup, I like to use tinted moisturizers. I'm not a huge fan of foundation personally, just because I find it too heavy. Even the lightest weight foundations, I find it to be too much. So I generally prefer tinted moisturizers. So this one is by Smashbox, their Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. This one is in the shade Fair. Oh my God. Well, this is expired, but I don't have anything else. We're gonna use this anyways. On the days where I'm doing like super light makeup, I won't even do tinted moisturizer. I will just use concealer. So I just put a bit and I just like dot it all over my face. Also, because it's summer, I don't think that this is quite the accurate shade anymore, but because it's a tinted moisturizer, it ultimately has not made too much of a difference, I don't think. So I use a beauty blender to blend this all into my skin. I don't have my glasses on and I don't have a mirror. I'm using like the viewfinder to see if this is blended. So if it's not, whoops. Acne is actually the bane of my existence right now. Maybe common misconception, but I thought acne was like in your puberty years. When you pass that it would go away, and I didn't have acne in high school, so I thought I had like gotten out unscathed, but I did not. Starting university and until now, so like 6 years later, I have been struggling with acne all over my cheeks, and just I cannot for the life of me get rid of it. I don't know. If you guys have any tips, I would actually super appreciate that if you leave something in the comments for me. All right, next thing is concealer. This is super faded because I use it a lot, but this is the Fit Me Maybelline concealer. This has been the only concealer that I have found that does not look cakey or like super dry on my face. This is my favorite concealer of all time. The only one that I've used in the last 6 years. I would say it's like lighter on the coverage. So if you are a high coverage girly, maybe this won't be as good for you. Forehead. And just wherever I have acne. So definitely covering up this guy. Here too. My chin. And a bit here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it is in the shade 05 Ivory. I think this is the lightest shade that they have. I am very pale, so I use their lightest shade. And I usually just like blend in with my beauty blender. I do my eye area last. Just kind of, yeah, blend it all in. Honestly, yeah, like I said, my favorite concealer. I've had so many, and I haven't loved any of the other ones, but this one, and kind of nice because it's a grosser one, like really cheap compared to like the higher end makeup. Okay, so this is what we're working with as of right now. So you can still see there's like a little bit of texture here. You can see like my freckles. You can see still a bit of the acne. I tend to do the lighter coverage kind of stuff. So this concealer has been amazing, my favorite. And then the next thing I do is I use like a packed powder, and I like to just put it all over my face so that everything's like set before I add more things on top of it. So the powder that I use is by Quo, and I don't know that there's a shade to it. There obviously is, but I don't know what it is. So it's probably the lightest shade that they offer, just to show you guys. And I take just a fluffy brush. I have this, I don't remember where I got it, but I take a really fluffy brush, and I just kind of like lightly tap the powder, especially under my eyes, because that's where I feel like it gets cakey generally, and around my nose. So I don't know if it's because I'm delusional, but I feel like adding the powder makes my skin look so much smoother. You guys tell me, but I feel like it smooths out my face entirely. Okay, next thing is bronzer. So I use the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. Okay, I don't know where the shades are. I'm so sorry. So I don't think I can tell you what shade this one is, but here's the color. I don't know that that helps, but. And then I have my Pro Angled Contour brush from Sephora. It's a Sephora brush. So it's like slightly angled like this. So what I would say is this product is also, again, a very lightweight product, but it is buildable. So if you want like really light contour, this is it. It's like very subtle. If you want it to be darker, you just have to pack on more product. Or I know e.l.f. has another liquid bronzer that you can like directly apply to your skin, and I think that one's much more pigmented. I would probably get that one if I was like out shopping for a bronzer again. I probably wouldn't buy this putty bronzer. I think I generally like something that is a bit more pigmented. Sometimes I'm sitting here for so long trying to like pack on this bronzer and like get the color to show on my skin. So I like to do, starting at like the top of my cheekbone and moving like downwards and inwards. I like to put it like just under my cheekbone. And then I put a little bit on like edges of my forehead, and then a little bit on my jawline. So I don't know if you can see, it's like kind of there a little bit, but it's like super subtle. Another reason why I like to put a lot more is because I like to put blush kind of sitting right on top of it, and sometimes that kind of lessens the effect of the bronzer. Honestly, I've been on like an e.l.f. wave just because their products are definitely much more affordable. I use their liquid blush. Yeah, their Camel liquid blush, and this is in the shade Pinky Promise. From what I saw on TikTok, this is like the dupe of Rare Beauty's blushes. Like they're very pigmented, you don't need a lot. So I literally just do tiny dots on my cheeks like that. Then I use like a different side of my beauty blender. See, so I have like the pink side, and then I have like this cream color side. So I use the pink side to like blend this blush in, and I do it on the apples of my cheeks, and then I pull it upward kind of alongside my contour. I will say this is a very pigmented product, especially if you're more fair skinned like I am. Like you really don't need a lot. Kind of like that. I know it's still kind of crazy. I do wear glasses, so they sit on top and you very often don't even notice. I would say like if I do too crazy of a blush, but I'm gonna leave it like this. Now is where I take like a powdered contour and I basically set the bronzer that I did. So I take kind of like another fluffy brush, and the bronzer that I'm using is Too Faced, and this is a powdered bronzer, and it is in the shade Milk Chocolate Soleil. I love this one. This one smells like chocolate, I think. Yeah. Amazing. Grab some powder, knock off the excess, and I kind of go in to where I put all like the cream bronzer. So from my understanding, every cream product you use, you should be setting it with some kind of powder. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't like when my makeup shifts during the day, so that is like the biggest thing. I put powder on all my cream products to set it, and then I also do a setting spray. I've done like the whole face portion now, so the last thing that we're gonna be doing are my eyes.
A few moments later.
Oh my god. Not that you guys could tell, but I almost fell off like the thing I'm sitting on. Took a little break, so hopefully the makeup is still looking okay. The next step is gonna be eyeshadow. I used to be a wing liner, liquid liner girly all the way. I realized that I like subtler makeup, and I realized that more recently, and I kind of stopped doing it, and I haven't gone back. Doing it with eyeshadow, like a dark brown kind of color, creates like a subtle kind of look that opens up my eyes a little bit, and I just feel like that was absolutely game-changing for me. Yeah, low weight makeup for the win, especially for like, I think my face proportions. Low weight makeup looks a hell of a lot better. I'm just gonna give you guys the rundown of what I'm gonna do because I can't talk and do it at the same time, but I take my Too Faced Sparkling Pineapple Eyeshadow Palette and I take the color, I think Coconut Sugar. I'm not sure, but it's this dark brown color right here. You can take an angled brush or just like a very thin brush. I'm just using this one. How do I show you? And I draw a line from the corner of my eye kind of upwards, just following, you see like your water line here, like the directions headed, I just extend that and I extend it on both ends. And I try to basically do what you would do with your wing liner, but with this eyeshadow color. And so I just kind of go in like kind of to halfway into my lids and just try to extend it upwards. So kind of like that. Honestly, I think I kind of butchered it today. Let me go fix this. Hold on. Okay, I kind of fixed it. It's very subtle. Nothing super crazy. And then I take Tutti Cutie color, but it's like this shimmery kind of pink color. And I just use my fourth finger. I put a little bit on and I put it starting from the middle of my eyelid, moving inwards to like the corners of my eye. And I just kind of do it on both sides. Now, this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof Mascara in the shade Black. It's just black. So it's like this one. I wouldn't say that this mascara was like life-changing or anything. I bought it. I'm basically just using it out. Probably will try a different mascara after this one. I have my eyelash curler. I'm just gonna, what I like to do is I like to go at the base of my eyelashes, I squeeze it and then I shift it and I tilt it and I do it again and I keep tilting it. I feel like this gives my eyelashes more of like a curl like that as opposed to just bending it and then creasing it upwards. Here, let me show you. I don't know if you guys can see that I feel like it's kind of lifted more. Anyways, so in keeping with low weight makeup, I do like very light mascara. Mascara is almost just there to keep the eyelashes up. Here, let me zoom into my own eye. And I just kind of go from the roots upwards. I do find that this product itself is very lightweight. Like if you wanted more mascara, you kind of have to go in like several times. Another trick though, if you're using like a lighter mascara, is to like shimmy it side to side and a lot of the product comes off. I, again, staying with the e.l.f. trend, got this e.l.f. setting spray. It is their microfine setting spray, Stay All Night, the green one. I don't know, this was the one that was trending on TikTok. Again, I am chronically online and I'm so easily bought, so trending on TikTok. So let's try it. Oh, I thought that would be satisfying. I thought it would snap off. So I always set my makeup with a setting spray because I find that that makes my makeup stay the whole day. This is my second time using it, so I can't vouch for it and say that it is fantastic and my makeup stayed, like I have no idea. It is so lightweight and fine that I can't tell if it's hitting my face. I'm sure I'm gonna watch that back and be like, whoa, I used a lot of sprays. It feels like nothing is touching my face. The one that I was using before, I used the all-nighter, the Urban Decay one. Love that one. Again, very expensive, so thought I would try like a cheaper drugstore alternative. And then to tie the entire look together, I have this Tower 28 lip balm. I've talked about this before in my Amazon, must try skincare products or something like that. I will link it in the top right corner. It is super lightweight, not sticky. This is in the shade, I think XOXO, and it's like this gorgeous pink kind of color. And it is basically the shade of my lips, so that like it's a really great color match and that's why I love it so much. I just find it's like super moisturizing too. It comes in like a lot of colors, which is really nice. Like there's even a clear one, so if you don't want any color for your day-to-day stuff and you just don't want that color. Alright guys, so this is like the final look. Let me know what you guys think. It is definitely a quick makeup routine. Like I think on average it takes me maybe like 10-15 minutes to do. And here is what it looks like with glasses. Sheesh. I actually can't see without my glasses, so I'm gonna keep these on for the outro, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to answer any questions or any of your thoughts in the comments below. This is basically my everyday makeup routine. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.